Time Hits, ang tanging huntahan ng masang lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Noon.
Good afternoon, this is koolNews at noon. I'm Cairo. Environmentalists and the farmer were among those who went to the Commission on Elections Complex office in Tagbilaran City to file their certificate of candidacy. Santos Abela, a native of Dagohoy town in Bohol, submitted his COC for vice governor on October 3. He said he would have filed his COC earlier but was delayed by difficulty in buying documentary stamps and notarizing his documents. Former town mayor Dolores Dumaluan, a physician by profession and an environment advocate, is running for vice mayor of Panglao, where he used to serve in different capacities. I want to serve more the people of Panglao since there are many things to do, he said. For Abela, it was New York City's skywalk that inspired a 62-year-old farmer to seek an elected post to replicate it in Bohol province. He said the skywalk is a popular symbol of successful and innovative urban renewal projects. I will have it built in Tagbilaran City to Panglao and Cebu City to boost tourism, he said. Other programs he would like to prioritize include lowering the price of rice and gasoline. He also wants to purchase an armored personnel carrier to protect the province's security and sovereignty. Abela expressed his desire to run for senator but ended up running for vice governor due to lack of funds for a national bid. Abela had previously run for the position of board member for Bohol's 2nd District in the 2016, 2019, and 2022 elections. In the 2022 elections, he garnered 6,905 votes out of 275,219. Although he did not win in any of those years, he considered himself a graduate for 3 terms. He said the provincial government owed him for those 9 years in service. If you really love Bohol, you will not easily give up, he said. Dumaluan of Provincial Imunan Development Initiative, abbreviated as PROMD, said he would focus on tourism promotion, shoreline rehabilitation on the eroded white sand of Panglao, and the establishment of wastewater treatment facility. I will bring back small players for tourism sustainability and to tell our tourists and locals that Panglao is not an expensive place since there will be choices for all, he said. Panglao, a popular tourist destination in the country for its white sand beaches, has at least 41,000 residents. Before Dumalawan became mayor of Panglao from 2004 to 2007, he was appointed officer in charge councilor of Tagbilaran City from 1986 to 1988 and was elected city councilor, serving from 1988 to 1991. He became vice mayor of Panglao in 2001 to 2004. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he started to doctor his in on Facebook as a public health service. He became controversial when he appealed to the government to allow the use of the antiparasitic drug in ivermectin for the treatment and prevention of COVID-19. As an environment advocate and board of the Panglao Chamber of Commerce and Industry, he proposed to the government to set a cap on the number of tourists allowed to visit Panglao, consisting of Tunis and Panglao towns, to sustain this premier tourist destination. Dumalawan said tourist arrivals in Panglao should be regulated for sustainability. Former Technical Education and Skills Development Authority is the director of General Suharto Mangudadadu is eyeing to become the first elected governor of the country's youngest province, Maguindanao del Norte. Mangudadao was accompanied by his wife, re-electionist Maguindanao del Sur, governor by Mariam Sanki Mangudadadu, his 4 children and supporters when he filed his certificate of candidacy on Friday afternoon. Mangudadao's running mate, former Maguindanao Vice Governor by Ini Sin Suat, had earlier filed her COC. In his statement after filing his candidacy, Mangudadao appealed for unity among all tribes in the province. If elected, I'll transform Maguindanao del Norte as the most progressive province in Bangsamoro Orovas region in Muslim Mindanao, like what I did to Sulan Kurat, Magudadao to reporters. Magudadao served as Sultan Kudarat governor, opposed to him by his father and is now held by his son. He was elected mayor of Lutayan, Sultan Kudarat, and was also his representative in Congress. A man on a police drug watch list was caught early Saturday, October 5, when an illegal firearm at Cebu in a bypass operation in Caloocan town in Laguna province. The Region 4A police reported that anti-illegal drugs operators arrested Algero at 12:15 a.m. after he sold 500 pesos worth of meat to a poster buyer in Barangay Santo Tomas. The operators found the suspect carrying an undocumented caliber .45 gun loaded with 7 bullets and 4 plastic sachets of shabu worth 4,760 pesos. The police tagged Algero as a street-level drug pusher on the watch list. The suspect was placed under police custody and would face charges of violating anti-drug laws and another case for illegal possession of a firearm. The city tourism office chief on Friday urged artists to come up with experimental tourism concepts in their galleries to entice more tourists and boost income. If the mindset of some establishments in sales, they may not be aware that by visiting their place, it is an experience that can lead to sales, said engineer Aloysius Mapalo in an interview on the sideline of the press conference of the 14th Awan International Arts Festival at the Tamwaran Village in Baguio City on Friday. He said the city government was reintroducing experiential tourism as a come-on, especially with high-end tourists adding to their itineraries visits to museums, galleries, and places in the city that connect to culture. He said that as a United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organization site for arts and crafts, Baguio is reintroducing the city's essence as a cultural site. He explained that people may initially find the prices of arts and crafts expensive, but when they correlate it to an experience, there is a chance they will return and buy these pieces. During the press conference, Kublai, an artist from Davao who is participating in the arts festival, said he joined the festival to know whether the situation among artists in the region was the same as in other places. Online Cruz, owner of Camp Fokwagen and curator of the Alia Museum, said not everyone can be Bandcamp and any prominent artist whose works are sought after. Find yourself as an artist and develop it so you can make sales out of your work, he said. And for the Philippine elections updates, broadcaster Ben Tufo formalized his senator bid on Saturday. Tufo filed his certificate of candidacy at Manila Hotel 10 City. Should he win in the midterm elections, Ben would join his brother Rafi in the upper chamber. Former Department of Social Welfare and Development Chief Erwin Tufo also announced his Senate bid. Ben is the host of the public service program, PTAC. And yes, this is a developing story. And now for the somewhat sponsored headlines. Manila's public transport system forms part of the lifeblood of our great city, bringing people together from all parts of the metropolis and from all walks of life as they make their way to countless destinations across town. Over 129 million rides were recorded on the Metro Rail Transit Line 3 in 2023, up over 30% from 2022, a staggering increase and a positive sign for future MRT lines. With the population of Manila projected to grow to 16.8 million by the end of this decade, having an efficient public transport system will be crucial to relieving congestion and making life easier for residents and visitors alike. This is one of the major reasons that MasterCard has teamed up with Beep to expand contactless payments on BGC and EDSA buses and MRT3. Under the partnership's upcoming pilot program, commuters will be able to use their MasterCard prepaid, debit, or credit cards to tap in and tap out of public transport the same way as they would with their Beep cards. This step will bring us in line with some of the world's most successful transit systems, which also offer a mix of electronic payment options like, let's say, think London or closer to home, Singapore. Well, what does this mean in practice? Well, it's a seamless and fast way to practice. Once the pilot scheme rolls out, commuters can simply tap their MasterCard cards at the turnstile or payment terminal, and the fare will automatically be deducted from their account, similar to making a contactless purchase at a store. Without the need to top up or buy off one-off tickets, this more streamlined process will reduce wait times, elevate congestion, and make the entire commuting experience faster and more efficient. When you use your MasterCard card to pay for trips, the transactions will be underpinned by our extensive cybersecurity technology, which mitigates cyber risk across the connected economy. You'll be able to pay with MasterCard cards on public transport, knowing that it's backed by these stringent security measures used to protect all transactions on our payment network from fraud and cyber attacks. At the same time, it's not a replacement for Beep cards. The partnership between MasterCard and Beep means that both cards can be used to pay for trips. It's not a case of one or the other, but rather it gives commuters additional payment options, offering a more flexible system that caters to a range of consumer preferences. The option to pay for trips with MasterCard will also make travel easier for international tourists and domestic visitors. In the future, travelers will be able to get off a flight and immediately use their existing prepaid, debit, or credit card to navigate Manila's public transport system, eliminating the need for special fare cards or local currency. Given that the Philippines saw over 5 million international arrivals in 2023 alone, for many tourists, being able to pay with an internationally accepted card will make traveling in Manila a whole lot easier. We are excited about our coming partnership with Beep. Expanding the use of contactless payments in Manila's public transport marks a milestone in the city's drive to create a more holistic payments ecosystem. Imagine the convenience of using the same card across the entire journey, starting with the metro shopping for a quick meal and paying with a quick tap, and then hopping on the bus for a final leg of your trip. While the partnership is building towards its pilot pace, this is just the beginning of the digitalization journey for Manila's public transit system. As the city continues to grow and adapt at MasterCard, we're working to help build transportation systems to have seamlessness at their core. And yes, this is a sponsored advertisement. It is now 12:12 in the afternoon, and we will get into the international headlines along with more national headlines and entertainment news coming up right here on koolNews at Rome. Stay along with us.
at Siesta Musica.
There must be a love somewhere in my life. Something about your touch when I'm
Precious and few are the moments we took.
Your greatest love songs all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday at Siesta Musica. Join Dream Car the Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito! Reminisce the memories and the good times at Siesta Musica.
early morning sunshine.
Ikaw, mahal tanging ikaw.
I sail over seven seas to find
Your greatest love songs all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday at Siesta Musica. Join Dream Car the Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito!
feeling good while you work. Cool FM.
Welcome back to Cool News at Noon. 3 South Korean fugitives are awaiting deportation, the Bureau of Immigration BI reported on Friday. BI Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado identified them as Kim A-Young-ju, age 45, Oh So-young, age 46, and Kim H. Jo-jun, age 44, who were arrested by the Bureau's Fugitive Search Unit in separate operations in Pampanga and Rizal last month. He said the 3, whose passports were revoked, would be sent back to Seoul as soon as the BI Board of Commissioners issues the order for their summary deportation. They have been placed on our blacklist of undesirable aliens. Thus, they are perpetually banned from re-entering the Philippines for being undesirable aliens, Viado said in a statement. Kim, who is wanted in South Korea for telecommunications fraud, was arrested at the residence along Pantan Tampon Road, Angeles City, Pampanga on September 14. A warrant for his arrest was issued by a Korean court where he was accused of being a member of a voice phishing syndicate that allegedly defrauded its victims of more than 100 million won or more than $74,000. Also arrested on the same day along Walking Street, Angeles City, was Oh, who was wanted for operating an illegal gambling site online. A South Korean court has issued a warrant for Oh's arrest for violating the country's game industry promotion law. Authorities allege that sometime in 2021, Oh illegally acquired 40 units of game console, which he installed for online betting by his customers. On September 19, Kim was arrested by BIFSU operatives in Executive Village in Taytay, Rizal. He allegedly earned 73 million won from 20 victims who he had doped by promising to process their visas while he was employed at the Canada Immigration Support Center in Seoul. The Korea National Police Agency also reported that Kim faces criminal complaints for blackmail and kidnapping. The three are detained at the BI Costa facility in Campo Condiwa, Taguig City. The Marcos administration is expecting a broad-based and less volatile inflation amid the implementation of measures aimed at taming the prices of goods and services. This was after the country's headline inflation further slowed to 1.9% in September, the lowest recorded since the 1.6% rate logged in May 2020. In a statement issued Friday night, Budget Secretary Amanda Bangadaman welcomed the easing of inflation, saying it shows that the current administration's goal to bring progress to the country is within reach. This proves that we remain on track with our agenda for prosperity, with the average inflation rate now standing at 3.4%, well within the government's target range of 2.0% to 4.0% for 2024, Bangadaman said. Going forward, we expect broad-based and less volatile inflation following the aforementioned supply side and mitigating measures that have been accounted for in the national budget. The September inflation is lower than the 3.3% inflation rate in August and the 6.1% in September 2023. Bangadaman said the latest inflation rate is consistent with inflation trends in other Southeast Asian countries, further cementing the Philippines' position as one of the major key players in Southeast Asia. She attributed the slowdown to the big drop in rice inflation, now at 5.7% from 14.7% in August, and the steady supply of high-value crops that reduced the price of vegetables. Along, together with the rest of the economic team, we will continue implementing measures to reduce further inflationary pressures, Bangadaman said. She assured that the Marcos administration would continue to do its best to enhance agricultural productivity, expand logistics infrastructure, ensure the efficient delivery of social services, and provide inflation-related subsidies, such as fuel subsidies for qualified public utility vehicle drivers, fuel assistance to farmers and fisherfolk, and the federalized discount voucher program. The budget chief said the government would also address the impact of La Nina that may persist until the first quarter of 2025. And finally, in showbiz news, Hollywood superstar Anne Hathaway officially confirmed that the... Hold on, I'll go down in a bit. I'm doing koolNews, remember? Wait for me. Alright, sorry about that one here. Yeah, I'm gonna be quick here. So, yeah, Hollywood superstar Anne Hathaway officially confirmed that the much anticipated Princess Diaries 3 will be hitting the big screen soon. Since 2019, rumors about the movie's Part 3 have been making the rounds online. Hathaway finally confirmed via Instagram that she will indeed be back to Genovia as she used the film's original soundtrack, Miracles Happen, as her background music in her latest post. The Ellen Enchanted star shared a clip of her sitting outside and holding up one finger as she said, "One." It was then followed by a clip of her from the first movie saying, "Shut up." Hathaway then put up another clip of her saying before the camera, "Two," as she held two fingers, followed by a scene of her on-screen grandmother, Julie Andrews, saying, "Shut up." The video concluded with Hathaway holding out three fingers while saying three before adding "shut up" as she blew a kiss to the scene. She then shares a screenshot of a news article that announced Eddie Lim as the director of Princess Diaries 3. And that is it for koolNews at noon. As always, if you have any news suggestions or feedback that you want to share, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back with more news headlines later with koolNews at 4. Until then, I'm Carlo and this is home. We will see you later for more news headlines at 4. Good afternoon.